What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secret. Before I get started with today's video, if you guys can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. We are going to be posting a video every day in the month of December, so it will help out the algorithm a lot. And without further ado, let's get started with today's video. And all the items that I'm going to be talking about in today's video will be in the description box. And today we're going to be talking about my favorite classic handbags under $500. Can you believe that most, even in contemporary brands, we're starting to reach over the $1,000 peak, $798, $695, $550. We are definitely going more into the higher increases. And it's definitely crazy to see some of the prices that when I started working at Nordstrom to what the prices are today. It's actually crazy. I kind of want to do a video on that, so let me know if you think that's a good idea. But it's actually crazy. But without the price, with the world of price increases and everything, I found 10 handbag brands or 10 particular handbags that I think are classic. Now, some of these for you may be boring, it's done too much, but I think a true classic never really goes out of style. And so that's why I made this curated list. So if you're looking for a solid gift for your mom, for your sister, for your brother, whatever, I think all these bags are 10 out of 10, and you just pick whichever one suits their personal style and their lifestyle the best. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and scoot to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and show you my top 10 classic handbags under $500 that are worth the money. The first one that we're gonna talk about is gonna be the Coach TABBY. Now, I cannot believe the Coach TABBY has been out almost 5 years. It's gonna be 5 years next year in the fall. And I said this in a previous video, how Coach frequently changes a lot of their styles. A lot of their bags don't really stay past the 2-3 year mark. And I just think every year they have a big push towards the TABBY. This year they had a really big push on customization. And I feel like Coach is really trying to find their kind of classic bag to have in their collection. And so therefore, that being said, I don't think that the TABBY is going to be going anywhere. I think that in the TABBY world, you can definitely get whichever variations. There's a lot of like bicolor ones. There's like the pillow version. There's holographic versions. There's so many versions of the TABBY, and you can actually kind of customize it yourself. So I think that the TABBY is not going to go anywhere. So if you do want a TABBY bag and you were to buy one today, I'm pretty sure in 3 years from now, it will still be a reliable handbag to have in your collection. I've heard nothing but great things about this bag. I would personally just get the original TABBY versus the pillow or some of the other ones because they can be a little bit more delicate. I think that the OG TABBY is a classic, and I don't really see it going anywhere. The second one is going to be the Marc Jacobs tote bag, and this could be anywhere from the canvas one starting at $175 to some of them are starting $595, but for the most part, most of them are like $450 and under. I don't see this bag going anywhere just because when you go into a Marc Jacobs store, like half of the store is the tote bag. Like, they are really reliant on the sales of the tote bag. They're really reliant on that. And what I like is that you can get a tote bag that suits your style. It's not like a Louis Vuitton Neverfull where it's like maybe the simple colors and maybe limited edition colors here and there. It's kind of like a tote where every season you can get a color, so you can wait for your color to come out. You can go on the pre-loved market and buy a specific color that you want. There's just so many colorways, so many styles, so many variations, season after season after season. So you can really get whatever suits your particular style. But since the actual silhouette of the handbag hasn't been changed, hasn't been modified, and this goes with the TABBY in all the bags, since the reason why I put these bags is because they don't get modified. And you're going to see in this video, I only included one Tory Burch bag because Tory Burch modifies their bags every like 2 years and 3 years, and so I don't think that's necessarily classic, because if you tweak it enough, I don't think it should be on the list. And so the Marc Jacobs bag hasn't been changed as far as the original design since it came out, and they really haven't had a price increase too. The TABBY when it first came out was $395, now it's $450. The tote bag is not going to go anywhere. As much as you love it or hate it, it's going to be a staple for the Marc Jacobs brand. And the reason why Marc Jacobs is opening all these stores and why they're being overexposed is because of that tote bag. They would not be where they're at in this far off in the game if it wasn't for the tote bag. The third one is going to be a classic. I think everybody has this bag, regardless if you have the most luxurious collection of Hermes and Chanel bags only. if you are starting off, if you are a grandma, if you're a teenager. I think everybody at some point or have a variation of this bag. And this is the Longchamp Le Pliage. We're just going to include the classic large one at $155, but obviously there are so many other variations of the Le Pliage. For me, I don't see this bag going anywhere at all. This bag has been popular in YouTube when I first started watching YouTube back in like 2010, back in the Beauty Guru OG influencer days, and I see this bag in handbag collections to this day. So if you want, I think everybody really needs a Le Pliage. It's really great for travel. It's really great if you're gonna go to a farmer's market. I think it's really great as an everyday bag, as a school bag. I think it's a really great bag. My mom really likes this bag as well. I think it's so like ageless. I think it's so timeless. I think you can get photographed in this bag today, and in 10 years from now, it will still look relevant. It's something you can always pull out of your closet. Like I said, it may be one of the more boring bags on the list, quote unquote, but it is a very, very, very reliable bag. And I have seen that in certain Longchamp boutiques, you can get your name hot stamped on the bag, which is a complimentary service that they offer. Once I'm back in Dallas, I'll go to the Longchamp store and ask them. But yes, the Longchamp Le Pliage and whatever variation, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. And like I said, even when people have designer bags of Himalayan Birkins and, you know, Chanel limited edition season after season, you will always see a Longchamp, at least one or a few of them in their collection. So this is probably the luxury lover's favorite handbag out of this list. Number 4, this, like I said, this is the only Tory Burch bag that I included, just because you know Tory Burch, if you have worked for Tory Burch, if you just know Tory Burch PK, you just know that she just modifies it every so often. And so that's why I didn't include like the Kira, the McGraw. I didn't, just because they always look a little different enough for me to notice. But I feel like the one bag that has never changed is going to be the Tory Burch Fleming bag. Now it comes in at $498, and for the most part, all of these bags, when I worked at Nordstrom, we would sell these consistently. They would be best sellers. So if people may say, oh, these bags are boring, they're not. Like, these are the bread and butters for these brands. These brands would not be here without the forceful of how classic these items are. That being said, so the Tory Burch Fleming is very classic. It's lambskin. You can wear them with your Miller sandals, you can wear your ballerina flats, you can wear them with your booties. It has a beautiful tassel. This bag is a little bit more on the delicate side. I have been a little bit critical of this bag in the past, but nonetheless, I think it still looks very current, and I think it still looks like a bag that you can pull out of your closet 5 years from now. And this is probably Tory Burch's longest standing bag that has not been modified. That's under $500. So if you have been wanting a Fleming, I would get it, but it is a little easy to get scratched, so I will say that. So look at the bags if you ever get to look at the Fleming in person. Just look at the display, because that's how the bag is going to be once you get a little bit of wear on it. Number 5 is going to be the Pull-In Un. Out of all the Pull-In bags, I still think that this is the most classic one in their collection, and the one that kind of made Pull-In to be where it's at. I do have mine, but it's in Dallas. Like I said, right now I'm like shooting a few videos before I move back to Dallas, because I'm going to be so chaotic over there. But the Pull-In Un comes in at $380 in the smaller size. I don't think this bag is anywhere. Like, I still see this bag carried consistently. Out of all the Pull-In bags that I see out and about, this is the one that I see carried out the most. This is the one that I see photographed the most, and I see people reaching out this for the most. I know the tote bags and other styles of Pull-In have been maybe a little bit more popular, but I don't know how popular they're going to be. But I think that this one right here is a solid one, and it's a unique shape for Pull-In that you can distinguish that, oh my god, it's a really pretty Pull-In bag. So if you've been wanting a Pull-In bag, I would definitely say that this would be my top pick. And like I said, when Pull-In came out, this was like one of the first few designs that they came out with, and this is still a bestseller on their website. Number 6 is going to be the Demilier Vancouver bag. I wear this bag probably like once or twice a week. I love this bag. It comes in at $525, but if you sign up for their emails, you get 10% off. So I'm technically going to consider it under the $500 mark. The bags are made in Spain. It has a beautiful hardware detail. I think that the colors are really pretty. They do have a smaller size than this that's a little bit less. I think the smaller size is $485. I just love the aesthetic of the brand. I love the style of the bags. I like how they're not overexposed versus some of these other bags in this list. I really don't see Demilier bags here in Texas a whole lot, and every time I do wear my bags, I always get so many compliments. Oh my god, I love your bag. Where is it from? Who makes it? Where'd you get it? It's definitely a classic kind of conversation starter bag, because I do get a lot of compliments every time I wear this. So if you guys have been wanting a demi bag, I cannot rave, I cannot rant enough. When I do vlogmas, when you see me vlogging, doing outfits, you're gonna see me wear this bag a whole lot. I probably use this one more than my Tory Burch Eleanor, to be honest, just because the demi is a little bit smaller and it's a little bit more compact to wear. But I love it, and especially with like over long jackets, now that it's going to be a little bit more colder, it looks really pretty against my body, and it looks really pretty as a crossbody, so I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I love it. So if you've been wanting to demi bag, I think that the Vancouver would definitely be a great handbag to get. Number 7, this is just going to be a brand in general. Now this may not be for the younger crowd, this may be for like maybe mid-20s and up, and this is going to be a Brahmin bag. I love Brahmin bags. There's not a particular one that I would potentially say this is like the one, but I think Brahmin bags don't really get changed too often. I think first of all, I think Brahmin is more of a southern thing. So you guys up north in the US, do people wear Brahmin? But here in the south, they're really popular, especially here in Texas and like in Louisiana and like Mississippi and like in Florida. Like all the southern states, people love Brahmin. They eat Brahmin right up. And I think that this is like something that, first of all, is very durable. You can put this bag through hell and back. You can throw it, you can slam on the brakes, you can do whatever you want, and this bag will still look good. I have a few Brahmin bags in my collection, and I'm here to say that I'm pretty impressed with the quality. I'm pretty impressed with the customer service. I'm pretty impressed with everything. And for the most part, all of the designs that they make are very timeless, are very classic. And I think that the brand don't really change their aesthetic, and so therefore I could be like, oh, this particular bag, but it's not like Coach or K or Tory where they change their whole kind of vibe every few years. I think Brahmin has remained the same, and I think that's a good thing because it's very reliable. So if you've been wanting a Brahmin bag, or if you are, you know, in the market for a Brahmin bag, I think the whole Brahmin collection you can't really go wrong with. Number 8 is going to be the Marc Jacobs Snapshot. This bag has been popular since I was in high school. Like the tote bag, it comes in various colors, different variations. It just comes and comes and comes and comes and comes. So therefore, regardless if you get a colorful one, regardless if you get the all black DTM one, it doesn't really matter because this bag will still be made, and there will always be fun variations of this bag. And the price really has changed. I think when I was in high school, this bag was $295, now it's $325, so it's only really went up $30, which is not bad compared to some of these other contemporary handbag brands. And like I said, you can wear this now, and in 5 years from now, people will still be reaching for them. I see 16-year-olds ask Santa for this bag, and I see people in their 40s and their 50s wear this bag. I think it's very ageless. It's made of Saffiano leather. It's very durable. And I just love that you can mix and match it. You can change the strap on the bag. You can give the bag a different look. You can put a chain on it. You can dress the bag. So the Snapshot is really not going to go anywhere. And the Snapshot has probably been out, I want to say, for the last like 7 years, to be honest. So it's a pretty reliable bag if you ask me. Number 9 is going to be the Coach Cassie. Like I said, this is one of the other bags that Coach discontinued, and then they brought back because they saw the demand for this. Now I saw this bag for 29% off. This may have ended by the time this video goes up, but just check the description box in case. This is $295. It comes with the top handle, it comes with the chain, and the longer crossbody strap. This bag definitely made the channel to what it is, and I love this bag, and the fact that they took it out and then brought it back in so many colors, so many variations, says that people were definitely asking, people were definitely requesting for this bag. And I think since Coach said, you know what, we're gonna make it, they're not gonna get rid of it anytime soon. It's one of their full line reliable bags that are super versatile and travel friendly. So therefore, Coach Cassie is a little bit more of a simpler bag if you're not really into the tabby. And then number 10 that I think is the most classic brand, that, like I said, I also feel like this is a southern thing as well. So all my people that live up north, tell me in the comment sections, because Dooney & Bourke is more of a, I think it's a brand from like up north. It's not a southern brand. But Dooney & Bourke, you all know, guys, some of y'all guys in the early 2000s, y'all in y'all's 20s, I know some of y'all's grandmas, some of your tias, everybody has seen, everybody has known, everybody has touched of Dooney & Bourke bag. It's just like Brahmin, where they're not necessarily mainstream. They're popular, but they're not super popular, not in the forefront. When you think of contemporary handbag brands, you don't really think of Brahmin and Dooney. You think of Tory, you think of MARC, you think of Michael, you think of, you know, brands like that. But sometimes, you know, maybe you may not want that. Sometimes you want something a little bit more reliable, like a Pull-In, a Demilier, Brahmin, a Dooney & Bourke. I think that those are very like reliable brands that regardless of what the other brands do, their style and their aesthetic will remain the same. And so I think that for the most part, all Dooney & Bourke bags, I know there's some like earlier designs from the early 2000s that have more like funky styles, but I'm talking about modern day Dooney & Bourke. If I were to walk into Dillard's right now, if I were to walk into Macy's, they're all going to be solid. I think the vachetta leather, I think the quality of the leather, even like the vintage like full leather ones, I think they're very beautiful. I think they're very well made. I remember a lot of girls in my high school were wearing Brahmin bags and Dooney & Bourke bags. A lot of teachers had them. It was just a reliable bag. So I think you can definitely get a nice Dooney & Bourke bag on the pre-loved market, or you can buy a brand new one. But yeah, guys, these are, you know, in a world of trends, in a world of just everything's being so expensive, in a world of everything, you know, I could recommend my favorite, you know, fun bags. You know, we have like JW Pay, or, you know, my favorite Marc Jacobs bag at the moment. But sometimes we all really need just those reliable handbag brands or reliable handbags in general. So if you guys have been wanting to start your handbag collection, feel like you're missing a handbag or looking to get somebody a gift, honestly, out of this entire list, you cannot go wrong with it. Like I said, some are a little older, some a little bit younger, some of them may fit different lifestyles, but you know the person if you're looking to get a gift. But I did want to make this video because I always get asked, Sergio, what are your favorite reliable brands or handbags in particular under $500? And I decided to make a full list because, like I said, most of these bags I sold when I worked at Nordstrom, and I think you can't go wrong with any of them. So I'll be leaving the links for every handbag in the description box in case if you're not familiar with any of the bags that I mentioned. I want to say thank you so much for you guys watching this video. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. If you guys can give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it a ton. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys, and take care. And this vlogmas is going to be off the chain, amiga.